Well, hello, College of Communication staff and students. It's good to be with you one more time. Well, as you can see, I'm here in a place that's, I showed you the last update we did where there was construction going on for the Banyan Tree Cafe. Guess what? We're open for business over here. So people are coming through, visitors, guests, students are stopping in and having a frappuccino or a latte and sitting out and praying together, and it's just a great place to meet and plan. So I do have a desk and some bookshelves and filing cabinets, but I spend a great deal of time here because we've got fully wireless internet connection, and it's just a great place to be. So I welcome here. I wanted to just tell you a little bit about what's going on here with this this necklace I'm wearing. I got this. It was a gift to me when I was last in Brazil, just a few months back. I was in the Amazon region in Porto Velho is the name of the small city, and I was there with the DTS outreach team, and it was Father's Day in Brazil, and I was the only father at the time in this particular place where we were spending some time with some YWAM friends, and they had a little party for me, and they gave me this as a gift, and so I wanted to let them know how much I appreciated it by wearing it today. It's actually a piece that represents one of the tribal regions. In fact, the tribe it represents used to be cannibals, so I'm glad to say that that was a used to be. I want to take a moment and introduce to you one of our newest YWAM family members, and her name is Roxanne Brueggemann. She joined us just a few days back. Welcome, Roxanne. She's born to her mom and dad, Kristen and Martin, and Kristen is actually going to be taking on leadership of the School of Marketing and Research in 2010 in July. So if you need to get that course taken care of, you need to take that course so you can finish up your BA degree with the College of Communication. Make sure you go ahead and apply and start getting in the information and the paperwork right away. You can actually apply online, but Kristen's going to be leading that school, and I think by the time the school comes around, she'll be ready. She'll have two very energetic daughters scrambling around her feet at the same time, but that's what daddies are for. So Martin will come in and I'm sure help out with that while she's serving us in the School of Marketing and Research. If you remember in the last update, I introduced you on video anyway, some of you already knew him, introduced you to Adrian Coates, the Assistant Dean of the College of Communication. And with bittersweet emotions, we had to say goodbye to Adrian and his family, not from his role with the college, not from YWAM, but just from Kona. He's been following this leading of the Lord to go back and work on his master's degree in Regent College in Canada. And so, but on their way, they've stopped off at their home in South Africa. They're going to be spending a couple months there, and then they're making their way to Canada, where he'll be working on his master's degree, but at the same time fulfilling his duties as the Assistant Dean, College of Communication. Now, we were concerned a little bit that we wouldn't be able to have good continued internet communication, but I was happy to say that I received a text message from Adrian the other day from South Africa, and we were kind of going back and forth on text, and he's got internet access now, so if you guys still need to communicate with him at his normal email address and everything, feel free to do that. He's making himself available. He's just taking a couple of weeks break so he can help his family to make this major transition. And remember to pray for Adrian, actually, because it's a real challenge for them. They don't didn't get some financial aid that they were hoping for and so forth. So if the Lord puts it on your heart, or on one of your schools wants to maybe take up a little blessing and send it Adrian's way, go ahead and do that. And you can email Adrian and ask him how you could get that to him if you wanted to, felt led to help him out with that. Well, it's been fun being together with you again this time. Looking forward to the next update. I want to talk a little bit about some of the technologies that can help us to be connected together. We've got some new things coming online that are going to help us as YWAM globally to communicate more efficiently and affordably, even in areas where internet access has been challenged. So we'll look at some of that in the next update. But I want to leave you right now with a thought from probably the most familiar scripture in the history of the church. And it is in John chapter 3, verse 16. It says that for God so loved the world, and you know what the rest of it says, he gave his only begotten son. But the part that's standing out to me lately is that he so loved the world. You know, whenever I think about, well, I enjoy ice cream so much, and then I think, well, what would you do? Well, I'd walk a mile to get some or whatever. When we have an emotion that is overwhelming, it's so much, it causes us, it motivates us to do things that are extraordinary. And so when I read the scripture, it says that God so loved the world. Now, that can also be translated or interpreted to understand that he loved the world in this fashion or in this way. That can also be another way to look at that. But when we understand that God's love for the world is so much, and that he gave his son, I mean, he went to ultimate sacrifice. It's a demonstration. It's something that I believe should make us more thirsty for him. That make us even want to draw near to him. No matter how long you've been following Jesus or serving in the mission, we can always draw nearer to the Lord. And he says, if you draw near to me, I'll draw near to you. So God bless you.